Hello and welcome back to Creation Animation. Now, since we are in March, I thought it an opportune moment to analyze and explore March Comes In Like a Lion, a wonderful anime, a beautiful manga, and it is about shogi, so Japanese chess. So it is partially a sports manga, but it also heavily relies on slice of life moments, and you know that I really enjoy that genre. I will admit that for the purposes of this video, I kinda cheated a little bit, since I did not consider only the anime, as we were promised the third season like I believe 5 years ago and still hasn't came out. I read through the manga, it's really good, we are in our final narrative arc, and I'm waiting for the ending right now. I think that in 2024 we will finally witness the finale. March Comes In Like a Lion focuses on Rei Kuriyama, who at a very young age, his family had a really nasty car accident, they died, so he is adopted by a friend of his father who is really into shogi. And Rei Kiriyama has this approach towards life where he understands that the only way that he can be accepted in this world and the only way he can find a purpose and meaning is through shogi. Eventually, he has to abandon his foster family because he understands that him being there and being a pro, because he becomes really good at shogi, actually destroys the equilibrium of that family. So he decides to go live on his own. And he manages that by playing shogi, because pro shogi players are well paid in Japan. But we are speaking about 150-ish people out of the whole population, so just a selected few that actually reach that level. The manga was written and illustrated by Chika Umino, and in my opinion, she has a beautiful way of writing. The story itself is poetically beautiful, and if you are familiar with Japanese literature, then you might find that particular brand of minimalism and minimalistic way of writing really compelling. For instance, at a certain point, to express the main character's pains as well as the passage of time, here is how she writes it down. Distracted by my own loneliness, I did not realize other people's loneliness. The sound of the watching bell piled heavily upon my foolish self. Like a wide river flowing slowly, the new year had arrived. So there is this quality, this poetical quality to the work. Not only that, there is also a way in which she uses silence just as well within the panels of her manga and how the panels are disposed. So let me give you another example. Before one of the matches of shogi, Rei is warned about his opponent, a man that reacts horribly to being defeated. He is, in other words, a sore loser. He gets drunk, he insults and piles up on his family, and so on and so forth. So, Rei, however, is in the condition that he cannot just give up on his match. It is how he makes a living. Given his circumstances, he cannot renounce on the match, so he wins, and ultimately understands that his words will not change his opponent's reactions and attitude. What we witness afterwards, in my opinion, is a wonderfully written scene. In the manga, for about 4 or 5 pages, Rei starts running. The world around him just passes by. Out of frustration, out of the impossibility to escape his circumstances or to change them, he simply starts running, wanting to escape somehow, wanting solace. Eventually, he comes to a stop, and with tears in his eyes, he starts screaming his lungs out. It is not his fault, although he feels partially responsible. He does not have a choice, for shogi is the only way for him to survive and belong within this world. He is frustrated towards a world that has the possibility to do something else and decides not to. So the theme that I would like to stress for this video is what it means to belong. The main character uses shogi and the world of shogi to find his own place, although he understands perfectly well that for him it was the only way to survive. He understands that he had no choice but to remain in that world. He had to belong there, or to actually fake belonging there, which is another issue entirely. A world in which he has to continuously strive just to stay afloat. The series has a profound quality to its writing, a bittersweet feeling to its flow, as well as a somewhat profound message about life in general. This message is, however, not for me to discuss, as it is, in my opinion, an individual truth that you have to gather on your own. And that is why March comes like a lion, has my full recommendation. Don't forget to breathe, don't forget to smile. Until next time.